Hello everybody and welcome to another video. Now it's been a while since I last uploaded anything, and that's just purely down to the fact I've been having a lot of trouble with my internet. I live in the back end of nowhere and we can lose power and internet just randomly for a number of days, and then it comes back and then it's all shite and bollocks like that. So, we've had a bit of trouble with the internet. But anyway, moving on. Today we're going to look at a band I've not heard of before, as I enjoy to do. We're going to look at a band called Zetra. Now, there is very little information about this band. They seem to like to keep a sort of mysterious aura around themselves. They want to keep it a bit secretive. So there's very, very little information out there. But from what I understand, they are a musical duo from London, as far as I know. They are described as looking like black metal meets Blade Runner, which is an intriguing concept. When they appear on stage, they're sort of like surrounded by like TV monitors and stuff, displaying random images and bizarre visuals and stuff like that. And between them, there is like a guitar, a keyboard, and as it says here, an old Atari sequencer. And they are described as sounding like typo negative gone synth pop, or a goth Pet Shop Boys. Apparently it contains deliciously heavy and dark riffs, but we have no idea who they are. So there's very, very limited information on this band. So that's all I can tell you. Now, I'm going to look at a track today called Starfall, which is featuring somebody, Serena from Svalbard. Now, I'm sure I've heard of Svalbard before. Don't know if I've ever checked out any of their music, but anyway, it's a track called Starfall featuring said person. And there aren't actually that many lyrics to it. This is another problem I had. I was looking for tracks to do, and I couldn't find lyrics for a single track that I actually wanted to look at. I got a whole list of them, and I couldn't find lyrics for any of them. This was the first one. So, yeah, there is not actually that much in the way of lyrics. I have no idea what to expect going into this. A goth Pet Shop Boys or typo negative gone synth pop. I don't know what to expect. I think it's a male and female pairing as well. So, yeah, maybe we should just jump into it and have a look. But before we do that, if you could take a moment to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I've been doing this for about 6 years, and as it stands, not even 2% of people watching my videos are actually subscribed. And, that's a little bit disheartening considering how long I've been doing it. But, if you could take a moment to like and subscribe, it doesn't cost you anything, it takes a fraction of a second, and it makes a really big difference to me and the channel. But with that being said, let's jump into this track and see what we've got. So this is Starfall by Zetra. Let's have a look.
To know
Well, that was fascinating. I can kind of see where they were coming from when they described them as a goth Pet Shop Boys. I can kind of see it. I mean, it's a bit of a cruel comparison, I think. I think it's doing the band a bit of a disservice. But I can see where they're coming from. What an incredibly interesting band. I liked that. That was really good. That was really interesting. So, I mean, they've got this sort of black and white corpse paint look to them, but the music is so not that. I mean, the main vocal of it was that incredible voice. It's a very beautiful sounding voice. And throughout it, you could hear those sort of harsh, sort of metal growled, shouted vocals in the background. And then right at the end, they came forward very briefly for like one verse, and then they sort of went back into the background again. And musically, yeah, it's got a very sort of synth pop sort of sound to it, but it does have that dark wave sort of element. They're very, very interesting. I really like this. I need to find out more about this band. I need to know more about this band. So if anybody can provide me with any additional information, please let me know. I mean, obviously they want to keep a certain degree of mystery about the band, but I'd like to know a little bit more. If anybody knows any of it. But they intrigue me. I'm going to have to look up their material, see if I can find any more, because I want to hear more. I'm curious. I'm really, really curious. Now, like I said, there was those harsh vocals in the background. If that was done by Serena Cherry, I don't know. For all I know, the main vocals could be done by Serena Cherry, but I doubt it. I doubt they'd give a guest star the main trunk of the song. But like I said, the actual vocal performance there was really, really good. It sounded really beautiful. I loved the sound of the voice in there. For the actual meaning of the song, I have no idea. I was sort of... my brain was all over the place listening to that because, you know, it was very, very unexpected, very, very interesting, very unique to me. And the lyrics go, begin to know truth can be eternal. Before you go, throw me into the turmoil. So, begin to know truth can be eternal. So, before you go, throw me into the turmoil. I don't know. There's a scene, a sunken dream beneath the ebb and flow. If you scratch the surface back, there's nothing left to know. So, I mean, is this all just about seeking knowledge? There's a scene, a sunken dream. There's something beneath the ebb and flow. There's something behind existence, maybe. You know, there's another layer to existence and life. But if you scratch back the surface, you'll find that you won't learn anything new. Watching every fallen star, don't give me hope, give me penitence. Crashing through the firmament, caught in a blaze that is heaven sent. Give up the ghost, there's nothing to be won or lost, it's just a joke, never let you know the cost. There's a scene, a soaring dream, against the emerald sky. If you stare into the air, you'll work out how to fly. So the actual lyrics themselves, they sound quite deep. But for the life of me, I can't figure out exactly what it means. Because it does seem to sort of suggest, you know, seeking knowledge, looking for the truth of existence, that sort of thing. And it says, give up the ghost, there's nothing to be won or lost. You know, that could be just saying, you know, it doesn't matter what you accomplish in life, doesn't matter what you do in life. you know, you don't end up any better or worse off than anyone else. Possibly, you know, we all end up the same. You know, you don't go out of life at the top of a scoreboard, at the bottom of a scoreboard. We all end on a level playing field, essentially. It's just a joke. Never let you know the cost. You know, maybe they're saying, you know, life itself is a joke. Possibly, you know, I could be way off base here. You know, because they're saying, you know, there's nothing to be won or lost. You know, there's no winning or losing. You know, we all end up the same way. You know, it's just a joke. You know, it's a universal joke to make you think that the better things you do in life, the better you're going to, you know, the better you're going to have it afterwards, in the afterlife, as it were. But it's just a joke. You know, there is nothing after this. You know, is that what they could be saying? You know, and they never let you know the cost. So basically, it's like pitting us against each other for the entirety of your life. But for what point? You know, it doesn't matter how rich we get, we can't take it with us. When we die, we die. Is that what that could possibly be meaning? You know, even if you're struggling to survive, even if you're like living on the breadline, you know, and struggling, by the time it comes to the end of life, you know, we're still no different than anybody else. Because, you know, whatever happened in life has no effect on the ultimate end, really. There's a scene, a soaring dream against the eternal emerald sky. If you stare into the air, you'll work out how to fly. So I'm not sure. There's a scene, a soaring dream against the emerald. You know, there's a world of wonders out there, possibly. You know, and if you look hard enough, you'll find what you're looking for. Maybe, is that what that's saying? Then it goes back into watching every falling star. Don't give me hope, give me penitence, crashing through the firmament, caught in a blaze that is heaven sent. And then in came just the solo harsh vocals saying, carve the words in a cliff face before you tear it down. The reasons have no meaning, destiny is crashing. And then that gets repeated again, but with the lighter, cleaner vocals on top. And then it goes back into like the chorus, you know, there's a scene, a sunken dream beneath the ebb and flow. If you scratch the surface back, there's nothing left to know. Not that one. Watching every fallen star, don't give me hope, give me penitence, crashing through the firmament, caught in a blaze that is heaven sent. Read the wrong bloody paragraph there. So it says there, you know, carve the words in a cliff face before you tear it down. The reasons have no meaning. So again, it's like, carve the words into a cliff face before you tear it down. So it's like, you're doing something to show it off to the whole world and then just destroying it, because essentially it doesn't mean anything, and it has really, no one cares. You know, it has no effect on someone else's life, maybe. You know, the reasons have no meaning. So everything that we do has no purpose, essentially. You know, it doesn't actually serve anything in the long run. At the end of the day, you know, we come into this world, we exist, we leave this world. Everything we do in the middle doesn't really make much of a difference, you know, because, like I said, you leave the world the same way. Is that what that's saying? You know, the reasons have no meaning. You know, there's no purpose to anything. There's no purpose to doing whatever it is. You know, I don't know. I really don't know. Because, like I said, the actual lyrics themselves sound deep, but I cannot, for the life of me, figure out exactly what it's trying to say. I mean, I get the idea that it's sort of suggesting, you know, looking for deeper meaning in life and that sort of thing, or seeking knowledge, that sort of thing, but in the end, it's all futile and pointless. I don't know. But I really need to hear more of this band, because I really liked that piece of music. You know, look, it does have that sort of dark wave pop music sort of sound to it, but, you know, it's got that sort of dark undertone to it, and it does sound really good. I'm really intrigued by this band, and I suppose that's another reason why they want to keep a sort of shroud of mystery surrounding the band, is to make people go, wow, what is this? I need to find out more. And you know, they go probing, they go listening to the music, but they never essentially find out what it is they want to know, but they keep digging because they're so intrigued. Maybe that's a very clever tool they're using at their disposal, because I do find this band incredibly intriguing. But I don't know what else I can say, so I should leave it at that. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like or a subscribe if you haven't already, because it really would help me out. You know, I've been doing this for about 6 years now, and not even 2% of people watching my videos are actually subscribed, which is a little bit disheartening considering how long I've been doing this. You know, I like to think I'd do something slightly different to other reactors. You know, most reactors look at a piece of music and go, yeah, I like it, no, I don't like it, and that's about all you get from them. Whereas I like to try and discuss what the song itself is about, you know, try and discover the meanings behind the music, the stories, the themes, the morals that are wrapped up in the lyrics that these people write. You know, they spend a lot of time crafting these songs, and a lot of the time it doesn't get ignored so much. People don't pay attention to what the song is actually talking about. You know, so I like to explore that, and you know, not many, if any, other reaction channel does that. You know, so I like to think I do something different, and I thought maybe that was something people might enjoy, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. So yeah, you know, it's a bit disheartening, but you know, as a result, my videos aren't getting likes and not getting subscribes and not getting watches, you know, and it's sort of disappearing off into the algorithm and people aren't finding it. So, you know, if you could like and subscribe, it would really help me out. It takes a fraction of a second. It doesn't cost you anything, and it does make the biggest difference to me and the channel. But that's all I've got for you today. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.